So there's a player currently in the NBA stratosphere that seems to be gaining a more and more polarizing career. And if you looked at his face, you probably wouldn't know it. Nikola Jokic is doing some really crazy things in the NBA right now, completely redefining the center role, which may change the way centers of the future train and carve out their roles. While his numbers, both raw and advanced, are something of, let's say, legends, there's two narratives being built by both detractors and those fully on the Jokic hype train. Well, I'm going to break it down here, and those narratives are: is Jokic stat padding, and is Jokic slowly creeping into the top of the NBA all time? But first, if you enjoy NBA breakdowns and analysis, please subscribe to the channel. We are working for that 2,000 sub mark and can't do it without you guys. Also, check out the GOATcast podcast, streaming live every week with guests and some wild takes. Thank you, and now let's get into this. Nikola Jokic, the Serbian basketball superstar and centerpiece of the Denver Nuggets, has consistently been one of the most intriguing players in the NBA. With his unique combination of size, skill, and vision, Jokic has revolutionized the center position, winning multiple MVP awards and leading the Nuggets to an NBA championship. Yet despite his accolades, a recurring debate persists among fans and analysts. Is Jokic a stat padder? To address this question fairly, it's essential to unpack the term stat padding, analyze Jokic's play style, evaluate his contributions to team success, and compare him to historical precedents. Stat padding refers to a player deliberately prioritizing individual statistics over team success. This often manifests as chasing rebounds, assists, or points in situations where it might not be necessary or beneficial to the team. Players accused of stat padding are often seen as prioritizing personal accolades or image over the ultimate goal, winning basketball games. However, stat padding can also be a misapplied critique. High usage players with versatile skill sets often accumulate gaudy stats, not because they're selfish, but because they're integral to their team's success. Context matters, and intent is critical to determining whether a player is genuinely padding stats or simply dominating within their role. Jokic's game is built on efficiency, unselfishness, and versatility. At 6'11" and 284 pounds, Jokic moves with an ease that belies his size, consistently orchestrating Denver's offense as a point center. His basketball IQ is arguably his most defining trait, allowing him to make pinpoint passes, read defensive schemes, and execute plays few other players could envision, let alone execute. Jokic's scoring numbers are impressive, but they're not inflated by volume shooting. He's one of the most efficient scorers in the league, often ranking among the leaders in field goal percentage and true shooting percentage. His ability to score at all three levels, in the post, mid-range, and beyond the arc, forces defenses to collapse on him, opening opportunities for his teammates. Rebounding is an area where critics sometimes claim Jokic pads his stats. His offensive rebounding numbers are among the best in the league, but this stems more from positioning and awareness than from selfish intent. The Nuggets rely on Jokic to secure defensive rebounds and initiate fast breaks, often bypassing traditional outlet passes. His rebounding directly contributes to Denver's pace and offensive efficiency. Jokic's passing is perhaps his most unique attribute. As a center, he routinely leads his team in assists, often averaging over 8 per game. These aren't empty calorie assists either. Jokic's passes create high-quality scoring opportunities for his teammates. He excels in advanced metrics like assist percentage and potential assists, indicating that his passing is not only prolific, but impactful. Critics might point to moments where Jokic stays in games during blowouts or hunts for a rebound to secure a triple-double. However, these instances are infrequent and often blown out of proportion. Coaches like Mike Malone have kept Jokic on the floor late in games not to pad his stats, but to maintain rhythm or secure wins. In many cases, Jokic's triple-doubles come naturally within the flow of the game. Jokic's ability to rack up triple-doubles has drawn both admiration and skepticism. While some argue that he's inflating his numbers, the reality is that his triple-doubles are highly correlated with team success. During the 2023 season, the Nuggets were nearly unbeatable when Jokic recorded a triple-double. This suggests that his all-around contributions are not merely for show, but are critical to Denver's winning formula. Perhaps the strongest argument against the stat-padding narrative is Jokic's tangible impact on team success. The Nuggets' offense revolves around him, and his presence elevates the performance of his teammates. Players like Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, and Michael Porter Jr. thrive alongside Jokic because of the spacing, opportunities, and chemistry he creates. Advanced metrics further illustrate Jokic's value. He consistently ranks near the top in player efficiency rating, win shares, box plus minus, and value over replacement player. These numbers reflect his ability to influence games beyond traditional box score statistics. Jokic's statistical dominance invites comparisons to other great players who have been accused of stat padding, such as his teammate Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's triple-double seasons with the Oklahoma City Thunder were polarizing, as critics argued that he chased rebounds and dominated possessions at the expense of team efficiency. In contrast, Jokic's style of play is less ball-dominant and more team-oriented. His triple-doubles emerge organically, and his efficiency metrics far surpass those of typical stat padders. Moreover, Jokic's approach aligns more closely with players like Tim Duncan and Magic Johnson, who prioritize team success while still posting impressive individual numbers. Jokic's ability to balance scoring, playmaking, and rebounding makes him a unique hybrid of a traditional center and a modern point guard. The notion of Jokic as a stat padder may stem from misconceptions about his demeanor and play style. Unlike flashy players who dominate highlight reels, Jokic's game is understated and cerebral. His stoic personality and lack of self-promotion may lead some to misinterpret his statistical dominance as self-serving rather than team-oriented. It's also worth considering how narratives shape public perception. As a European player in a league historically dominated by American superstars, Jokic has faced skepticism and scrutiny. However, his consistent excellence and team-first mentality have gradually eroded these biases. So to put it bluntly, Nikola Jokic is not a stat padder. His impressive numbers are a byproduct of his unique skill set and his central role in the Denver Nuggets system. Far from chasing stats, Jokic prioritizes winning and elevates those around him. His triple-doubles are not empty achievements, but essential components of Denver's success. The evidence overwhelmingly supports the view that Jokic's dominance is rooted in efficiency, unselfishness, and basketball IQ, rather than diminishing his achievements with unfounded accusations of stat padding. Fans and analysts should appreciate Jokic for what he is, a generational talent redefining what it means to be a big man in the modern NBA. Jokic's resume already places him in elite company. By 2025, he has amassed 3 NBA MVP awards, 2021, 2022, and 2024, 1 NBA Finals MVP, multiple All-NBA first-team selections, and an NBA champion. With career averages of nearly 25 points, 11 rebounds, and 7 assists per game with remarkable efficiency. These accomplishments highlight his consistent dominance, versatility, and ability to elevate his team. Winning an MVP is a hallmark of greatness, and winning multiple MVPs puts Jokic in a rarefied class. Adding a Finals MVP and leading the Nuggets to their first championship further cements his legacy. Jokic's 2025 campaign has been nothing short of extraordinary. As of midseason, he's averaging career highs in multiple categories, including 29.9 points per game, 13.1 rebounds per game, 10.1 assists per game, shooting splits of 57% from the field, 48% from 3, and 81% from the free throw line. These numbers not only underscore his statistical dominance, but also his efficiency. Jokic's true shooting percentage and PER lead the league, making him the most impactful player on both ends of the floor. The Nuggets hold one of the best records in the NBA, further demonstrating his value as the engine of the team. Jokic's penchant for triple-doubles continues to redefine what a center can achieve. He has already recorded many triple-doubles in the 2025 season, put him on pace to break his own single-season record. Unlike other players who have been criticized for stat padding, Jokic's triple-doubles directly contribute to team success. As we said earlier, the Nuggets are nearly undefeated in games where he records a triple-double, showcasing how his all-around contributions drive winning basketball. To argue that Jokic belongs in the top 10 all-time, it's essential to compare his achievements and skill set to those of established legends like Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Magic Johnson, and Tim Duncan. Jokic's offensive repertoire rivals that of the greatest players in history. As a scorer, he combines finesse with power, excelling in the post, mid-range, and from beyond the arc. His efficiency places him among the most lethal scorers ever, comparable to players like Kevin Durant and Larry Bird. What sets Jokic apart is his playmaking ability. As a center, he functions as the primary facilitator of Denver's offense, often orchestrating plays from the top of the key or the post. His vision and passing ability are on par with Magic Johnson and LeBron James, making him one of the greatest passers in NBA history, regardless of position. Few players have ever possessed the combination of scoring and playmaking that Jokic brings to the table. Jokic's rebounding numbers are elite, and his ability to control the glass is critical to Denver's transition offense. While his defense has often been criticized, he has made significant strides in this area. His improved positioning, anticipation, and ability to contest shots without fouling have made him a solid defender, even if he's not on the level of legends like Bill Russell or Hakeem Olajuwon. One of the key arguments for Jokic's all-time ranking is his versatility. Few players have ever been able to impact the game in as many ways as he can. His ability to adapt to different styles of play and elevate his teammates is reminiscent of Tim Duncan's quiet dominance. Longevity is another critical factor. At 30 years old, Jokic appears to be at the peak of his powers, with no signs of decline. If he maintains this level of play for several more seasons, he could solidify his place among the immortals of the game. Advanced statistics provide further evidence of Jokic's greatness. He consistently leads the league in advanced metrics like PER, win shares, and box plus minus. His value over replacement player, VORP, ranks among the highest in NBA history, putting him in the same conversation as players like Jordan, LeBron, and Kareem. Historical context also matters. Jokic is redefining the center position in an era where traditional big men have largely been marginalized. His ability to dominate as a playmaker, scorer, and rebounder in the modern NBA is a testament to his adaptability and skill. While Jokic's case for the top 10 is compelling, there are challenges to consider. The NBA's rich history includes countless legends, and cracking the top 10 means displacing players with iconic legacies such as Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant, and Larry Bird. Jokic's relative lack of defensive dominance and fewer championships compared to some of these players could be viewed as limitations. Additionally, recency bias can play a role in elevating Jokic's status prematurely. While his 2025 season is remarkable, sustained excellence and postseason success are necessary to solidify his place among the all-time greats. As the 2025 season progresses, Nikola Jokic's performance is making a compelling case for his inclusion in the top 10 players in NBA history. His unique skill set, statistical dominance, and ability to elevate his team place him in a rare company. While there are challenges to definitively placing him in the top 10, Jokic's trajectory suggests that he is well on his way to joining the pantheon of NBA legends. If he continues to perform at this level, wins additional championships, and sustains his dominance for several more years, it'll be difficult to deny his place among the greatest players of all time. For now, Jokic's 2025 season serves as a reminder of his unparalleled talent and potential to redefine greatness in the NBA. But what do you think? Is Nikola Jokic creeping into the top 10 greatest players of all time, or does he have much, much more to prove to get to that type of level in the NBA? Let me know in the comment sections below. Also, if you made it this far, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're trying to get to that 3,000 sub count and can only do it with you guys. And we really appreciate what you've done for us so far. And if you really enjoy the channel, become a member. Only 99 cents to join. And I'm dropping more and more members only topics And we'll definitely try to do some members only live stream so you guys and I can interact some more and we can talk basketball. But until then, thank you guys and be back soon with more content.